right, so the Transformer news, I wanted to bring up Generation Selects Deluxe Gulf, or what is it, Skalor, but that's actually only his name in the G1 Master Force series. So most people, I guess, know him as Golf in the whatever, the American version of Transformers. But yeah, it is the in-hand images of that figure, one of the Seacons. It actually looks like Ripper, from the Terracon set that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Got the robot mode. It just looks like, Ripper base mold, basically, right?
Yeah.
It's basically the Abominus ones. The whole Seacon set is basically the Abominus retool to make these.
Right.
But yeah, what do you like? Have you seen the whole Seacon put together?
I have, and it just drives me absolutely crazy because like I'm late in the game collecting these figures. So the the first bunch that came out, they're all gone. I'm never gonna find those, and I'm not throwing hundreds and hundreds of dollars to make this, combiner. There's no way, and it drives me crazy because all these figures are so cool looking, but I just don't have the money. I can't do it. And I wouldn't be able to find them anyway. So I'm just waiting for the Chinese knockoff or, a better opportunity, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. The knockoff could happen, and yeah, like I said, the guy, Tony in Vancouver, he helped me out a bit. Like pre-orders down at ages 3 and up, which we'll be talking about later. But yeah, it's a store you can buy Transformers. But yeah, if I didn't get those in, and those were still high priced, I am not looking forward to paying for these guys, but I guess I want them to have them, I did like them as a kid, the G1 set, even though I never picked it up. I'd seen it, I've seen the G1 set. I had a chance to get it. I totally regret it now, but I think they did a good job with this set because the Abominus set is really nice, and you have the official one of that.
Yeah, yeah. And, there is something to say for the official figures as opposed to the knockoff figures. The knockoff figures, like my Bruticus, does feel a little bit flimsy, but like still standing on the shelf side by side, you'd never be able to tell them apart. So yeah, it's just, I don't want to pay $60 to $70 for each figure
No.
in the Seacon set, and that's what they're like, that's retail. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. I can't justify it. The amount that I can get for $60 or $70, that's a knockoff, or is just it. I can't justify spending that kind of money.
No. No, I get it. Yeah. I can't really either, but I just know if I didn't get them then or whatever, and I've wanted them in a few years, it might be a lot more money. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, this is my one chance. And I'm kind of unlike, this is part of the Generation Selects, so it's, you can't get it in a store. They might do a box set down the road or something, but because
Yeah.
this guy has many repaints as well, like he's different colors in different shows, so it's like there's always the chance for that too. Like,
Yeah.
but overall, like, what do you think even of the little beast mode that it
It's
has, the little fish mode?
But this is the thing. This is the kind of thing I like. It's so weird and cool looking, and the colors are so awesome that this is the kind of thing that I would scoop up in a heartbeat. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is the first ones have already come out and they're already gone. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not gonna.
pre-orders. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna. Where am I gonna get it? This is the thing. I'm gonna be buying someone else's pre-order, and they're gonna be marking it up, and I just, I, it kills me to look at this kind of stuff because it's like I want it so bad, but I just have to let it go. I can't
Mm-hmm.
even think about it, but I love it. It's awesome. Like the little beast mode is insane. I would be hard pressed not to keep them in their creature mode.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
because exactly that's what I was thinking. Like creature mode ain't bad because the other mode it does just look like Ripper from
yeah,
whatever. Like
yeah.
there's a few bots that look like it's still decent to bot because like you said, the color, the little gold face, the red eyes, the
Hmm.
but in its fish mode with legs and 2 cannons on it, like that looks great. It looks like a Shark-Decon, Fish-Decon,
Yeah.
Sushi-Decon, like.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I feel you though. The prices for these, but how the set looks altogether, I mean, yeah. Like I said, I kind of planned for it. Like I heard about it coming out, months and months ago, type of thing, or whenever it was released. But and like I said, I do have like someone that can kind of get pre-orders in for me besides just going through Big Bad Toy Store or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like I'll jump on that, but
Yeah. Being late to the game, like me,
hmm
like, like I'm really, yeah, I think I bought my first Transformer, in the last, since I was a kid. I bought my first Transformer, like, 2 months ago. So, I mean, like, I'm
hmm
really, really new to the game. So, I mean, there's no way I would have even known that these existed. So,
hmm Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Sorry to show them off to you
no,
again.
I mean, we all there's a bunch of stuff that we can't have. And if this is
Totally.
one of the things, if I have to wait a few years to get a Chinese knockoff, then that's fine.
Or if they
And
do a box set down the road, that's not too much. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, that's the thing. Even if the box set was $250, that's still cheaper than trying to source them individually
right?
right
Yeah.
now. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have $500, and that is this literally getting these guys would cost $5 at least. So I'm not gonna bother.
Five. Yeah,
I mean,
and there's
just
6 in this group. Hey, there's full 6 figures. There's not
yeah,
even just 5. So.
yeah, no, I mean, like, that's just throwing money in a hole. I mean, I could probably get an original, um for old school one for 200 complete.
hmm Yeah, just gonna look that up. Yeah, keep talking, but I'm just
Yeah,
look.
yeah, but I mean, like, I've seen them on eBay,
hmm
like, and I had one in my watch list. And but the
hmm
thing is like, for me, G1 stuff,
Yeah, that's not really your thing.
it's
Yeah.
not my thing, and it
Yeah, there's
looks
one for like 160, but it's not that like from 19 whatever. It's like the G. It is G1, but it is the like a limited edition release, like a Toys R Us release or something they did a while back.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
and
it
it's
just looks
sick.
so borked. I mean, to
It's
me, it's like,
weird.
I'm not.
Yeah,
It's like completely out of proportion, and that's
it
my
is.
problem with the G1 versus, or the earlier stuff to versus the new stuff. Is like, the new stuff is proportional. It's posable. The robot looks cool, and the alt mode looks cool. There's no, that G1 stuff. It's just, or earlier stuff. Everything just looks silly, and it's oddly proportioned, and
I'd say
it's
this, yeah, that's why I turned it down years ago because you know me, I love G1, but I think this one combined in G1 mode, it looks odd.
it
Like even,
does.
and I love G1, right? Like I wouldn't mind these guys all separate. That's what makes me upset. Like I don't mind them in their little G1 modes when they're
Right.
separated. But yeah, no, I'm looking at this $130 around there. So with
Hmm.
shipping, $30 shipping. So yeah, 150 is 200 and probably be really expensive for a real G1 one, but
Yeah.
there's a few different colors. Yeah, I see one here, 1988 G1 Transformer Seacon, $262 and $36 shipping. So
Yeah.
the
I mean,
real ones like 400, like 330, 350.
yeah.
But
And I mean, I can't do it. I just think of how many things I could get for how many Transformers can I get for $350?
mhm.
A lot.
Yeah, not this now. Like you said, you never know. Like you said, in a few years, you might see it. They might bundle it. They might knock it off. You'll get your hands on it one day, I'm sure. But
Yeah, when I
so
have more room.
well, there's some new stock images for the Transformers Earthrise that's coming out. So this is a Voyager size figure. It's Starscream. Yes, we already got him in his Tetrajet mode, but I do say this robot mode and the jet mode that he actually turns into this looks really good. Like so it'd be like $37 Canadian, I'm guessing. When this guy
Yeah.
hits like regular stores, but
Yeah.
I mean, these images, like him in his robot mode, that looks a lot better than the Tetrajet mode, I'd say. Like I like the Tetrajet guys. I love my Red Wing. I love my Skywarp and all that. But this looks really good. Like the thing is, like, are they gonna release all these guys again? All the Seekers, you know? I want the cone heads like this for sure. That's what I keep raving about. Do the cone heads like this, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is exactly the kind of figure that I want. Like, I've been holding off getting a Starscream for things like this,
hmm
because, like, this is the figure I want. It looks like it's stepping off of the screen into your toy collection, and that's the kind of thing that I want. And so I've just been waiting this out. Like, There's been
Yeah.
tons of Starscreams that I could have bought, but this is the one I want.
Yeah, and of course, like it does have a bit of the higher detailing, which does suck, but no battle
Mm,
damage. So thank goodness there.
yeah, yeah. No, well, that's the thing. Is it like, yeah, it's a little bit higher detailing, but I can forgive it because it's not so fiddly looking. It's like
Hmm.
just it still looks, kind of like what you picture him looking like, with
Hmm.
not in the cartoon. So I'm fine with it. Yeah, no battle damage because that's just ridiculous.
Hmm.
I
And
won't
like,
accept that.
yeah, no, and like, I don't know. Like, do you think they're gonna do another Skywarp, another Thundercracker, another like 3-pack? You know?
Well, I hope so because for me,
Mhm.
being the newbie in the room, yeah, for sure, do
Oh,
that and I'll buy that.
for sure. For someone like you that didn't buy the Tetrajet ones, right?
Yeah, and while I would have liked the Tetrajet ones, I mean, still, like this feels like a better figure.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it is. It like I'm like there's no question that I won't be buying it, you know?
Hmm.
It looks so good, like in the robot mode, the plane mode.
Oh, the plane mode is incredible. Like it's exactly what you want it to be. Like
Hmm.
it's just brilliant. The colors are perfect. Like I
Hmm.
just really like it.
I'm gonna show you too. Okay, like I have this figure. It's so bad. Like the Starscream from the last Power of the Primes, the last trilogy that just ended. You know,
Hmm.
I got some figures from there reviewed on the channel. Yeah, I think like what you call it, like Abominus, his whole crew, they're from that era.
Right.
Power of the Primes. Some of them are Power of the Primes, but look at
Yeah.
this Starscream. It's so bad compared to this one. I have it in my hand even right now as we're talking. So I have it on my desk. I changed it into plane mode,
Yeah, no, that's
but look
ridiculous.
how bad that is, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, that is cheap.
Compared to this, this is
Hmm.
we're talking about the powers of the Prime Starscream. Compared to this new Starscream, it's eons different.
Oh yeah, oh
Like I'll
yeah,
even send you the stupid plane mode right now. It's on my desk because it's just it doesn't even compare, right? You know
yeah.
what I
No,
mean?
it looks cheap. It
It
looks
is
like a
cheap.
knockoff. Like
Yeah,
it
no,
looks.
it feels like a knockoff. It's so cheap feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is that new Starscream. It's like if I mean the fact that haven't pre-ordered it blows me away. But
You can find it in the store though. Like,
oh yeah, I would imagine. But
oh yeah.
I'm lazy. I want
Hmm.
Amazon to bring it to my house. So
It's different too when you live like where you live. Like, it's a hassle to like, like there's only like one Walmart here. There's one Toys R Us. You go to it. You know what I mean? Like,
hmm.
it's not like it's so far away and like,
But I mean, in contrast to that, I went to Toys R Us the other day, and the Transformers shelf was picked clean. Like there was
yeah.
nothing there. So this is the thing. Like, and when I went to the Toys R Us where you live, it was amazing. It looked
Hmm.
like it was very well curated. There was a lot of stuff there. So when you're in a rural area, the fans are limited, so there's going to be more stock. Here, it was horrible. It was decimated, and I was like really upset because I thought I would be able to, like you were sending me pictures the other day of the shelves at your Toys R Us, and I'm like, why can't my Toys R Us be
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
60 jet fires on the walls.
Yeah, why can't I have that?
And yeah, like some of my friends said that lives in Vancouver too. The guy that works at like cons and stuff, he can't like find stuff at the Toys R Us. I forget how crazy it is there. All the people.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. And the thing is they're not just the people. People are buying the stuff and then reselling it.
Hmm.
It's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, we don't have near as much of that locally. I never see any like local ads for like get this Transformer for like 60 more bucks.
Yeah, and I see it all the time. Like
Yeah.
all the time there's ads popping up. Like even the knockoffs, I see pictures of like masterpiece knockoffs on Craigslist and stuff, and they're selling them for 110 bucks, and I can go on AliExpress and buy them for 30. So it's
Hmm.
like, it's just ridiculous. The aftermarket stuff that happens here is just it's incredible.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just different. But yeah, hopefully they'll be stocking these once they hit. But yeah, you could just easily get it on Amazon, right? Because you've seen it for pre-order on there forever,
Oh,
probably.
yeah, for months. It's been on there for
Hmm.
months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it looks good though. Like I am really, really liking it to look like. It looks
Yeah.
so sick. Like a Skywarp like this or a Thundercracker, I would just love.
Yeah, I'd
I
like to
already
see
have them.
some packaging pictures, but I mean,
Mm-hmm. Totally.
that's just me, I like to see how
Yeah.
the box looks like.
Yeah, they have had the packaging pictures. I think I did that in one of the podcasts too, or I've had it up there, but I should even look that up. But yeah, like just how it looks now though, like just the figure. But yeah, the Earthrise packaging looks pretty cool. It has
Cool.
like Earth on it and it's all like green, I think.
Right,
Um,
right.
it's
Okay,
just
yeah.
pretty.
I haven't seen like
Yeah, I
I,
got it. I'll just send it to you. So, but yeah,
okay.
get your impression. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you didn't see that. Yeah, no, like if you see these guys on the shelf looking this good, like it's gonna be a game changer. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's very rare that I buy Transformers at full price. So, I mean, to get these will be it'll be
Yeah.
exciting to actually buy something in a store.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll send you to that site. Collection Toys. They usually have so much good
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, for sure. No, that's really nice. I like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. I like the green on it.
Hmm.
War for Cybertron, Earthrise. I mean, Earthrise, like I wasn't sure about the name, but I don't hate it. It was just kind of like, what? Earthrise, okay. But at least it's
Yeah,
different.
yeah. No,
And it's the rise of the like Earth mode toys, I guess.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, happy to find these in stores. I'll be picking them right away and hopefully doing reviews as I get them like instantly. I like to stay on that if I can.
yeah.
Just
Uh,
watch out for that. But yeah, you probably pick these guys up if you see them in a store. Hey,
as long as there's Decepticons to buy, I'll be buying them. So,
nice. That's the way to be.
yeah.
Yeah, bringing up some more Transformers. Toy news. Earthrise Deluxe Cliffjumper was shown with Micromasters, Bomb Shock, and Growl. I mean, there's a lot of Micromasters. I kind of wanted to bring this up too because, like, what's your feel on the little tiny guys, the Micromasters? Do you care or?
Well, I mean, not really, because I mean, they're so small and like the articulation on them is basically almost nil. So, I mean, having a little dude standing there, unless it was really cheap, I wouldn't really buy them,
Yeah.
unless it was part of another set or, really wanted to focus on everything, then sure. But every time I see them, I just kind of skim over them for the most part.
Yeah, I don't mind some of them. Like these guys, like I just in general the screen tank and the other guy, little whatever it is, truck with gun on it. I mean they're not near as cool. Like I seen little Decepticon ones that little stealth jets and stuff, and they're
Hmm.
kind of cool. I have some of them, but yeah, I mean I pick them up just to pick them up, but just for the addiction part, but. I don't mind them. Like it's just like you said, they're kind of weird to display. They're basically like old school G1 guys, but and you can see the Starscream right here holding one, like how they combine as a gun, and they just look ridiculous combined as a weapon, don't you think? Or
Yeah, no, that's just the one of the strangest gimmicks that I've ever seen. Like it's I don't know the purpose of this other than like getting money off of people who want to spend money on this because they're just weird. Like they're not it seems so odd that in a line like this that they'd put out something so I don't know, fiddly and small and like not detailed. It's just seems odd to me, but it's they're not for me. So, but
hmm
if they were if they were $5, I'd buy them, but they're not.
exactly,
So,
yeah. And I could see like what I have that Omega Supreme, still haven't opened it, but like like having some little mini guys around him. You know what I mean? Whatever.
well,
Like in a
no, what?
spaceship mode, it makes sense in a way, but.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If it's in scale to Mega Supreme, then yeah, these guys are great because I would love to have a bunch of little dudes
Mhm.
driving around on that ramp around
Yeah,
the Mega
yeah.
Supreme.
All right.
But because the regular Transformers are completely out of scale to him, so
Totally.
so it would be really neat that way, but as a display thing. But other than that, like to
Hmm.
have them in their robot mode standing there on your shelf, it looks silly.
Yeah, they get cluttery. I have a whole bunch in my room. I'm just like, what the heck?
Yeah, they look like something you can get out of a Kinder egg. right? Like this is the thing. Like
Yeah.
it's not the best.
Kinder Egg, yeah, Kinder Surprise, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
for sure. Like I know, like because they had MicroMasters, they were like big at the end of the line of G one or whatever. Like when 80, like eight, you know what I mean. Later on in the
Hmm.
line, they were pretty big because Micro Machines were bigger and all that. There was
Right.
hype on mini things back then, and Transformers kind of got into that too, right? But
Yeah.
and they're kind of homaging that. They always do. And they, like they said, they want to sell cheap little figures. Like, I mean, they're still like 14, $15 a pop or more. But,
Hmm.
maybe for someone that doesn't have a ton of money, it's like they could grab that for their kid instead of, a really expensive figure. Like some of the only Transformers figures I had when I was a actual child was some little mini guys like this, MicroMaster type guys, because my family can afford a lot. They're expensive.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, for sure.
my mom always gets upset. She's like, I hate how you tell that story. It's like, yeah, the smallest part. It was the shortest time of my life when my family was broke. You know what I mean? It was like, but Transformers was big. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I had 1,000 Ninja Turtles. Like, my mom's always freaking out about that story. But no, no, no. She was
Yeah.
18. Like a
Yeah.
child, but buying them an $80 Optimus Prime in 1989. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, I don't know. Like you said, they're kind of cool, like in some way. Like if you had them in your Omega Supreme or something like that. But by themselves, like all over on a desk and stuff, they kind of look cluttery to me.
Oh, for sure. They're the kind of thing that you can get stuck in a vacuum hose,
Yeah,
like it's
your
they're
dog
just
could chew it up.
oh, it's gone. Yeah, no, exactly. You're at the vet getting the x-ray and there's the little fella in your dog's stomach because
Yeah,
that's the thing.
totally. But yeah, a little weak. In a way, like it's just if you're into them, you're into them. If you're not, you're not. Like, it's probably somewhat of a nostalgia thing on some of them for some people, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's a completionist thing, if
Totally.
you're buying everything, you're gonna buy these, and it's just a way of, they're
Mhm.
not they're cheap, so it's and usually there's like two in a pack from what I
Mhm.
like.
Yep,
So I
yep.
mean, you feel like you're getting a deal, but when you see them, like I've seen them on Amazon, and it's they look big, and then you go to the store and you see them, and they're the size of your thumb, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
no, there's no way I'm paying 12.99 for that. Like, forget
totally.
it.
Yeah, no, they're for kids kind of or whatever budget or just grab one or you said completionist style
Yeah, yeah.
grab, right? But yeah, interesting. The other guy that's on here, of course, is Cliffjumper. I know you're not a huge Autobot fan. I'm not like the biggest Autobot fan, but I do like some of the main characters like Blue Streak, Smokescreen, Bumblebee in a way. But Bumblebee's kind of got blown out, with all the movie stuff. But I mean, Cliffjumper I liked as a kid. Like, I don't know, there's some Autobots I didn't mind. Like my favorite is Wheeljack and Prime and all that, right? But
Yeah.
um I know he just turns into like a whatever kind of car that is, but it's
Yeah, I
not
don't
his
know.
actual G1 car. But I mean, the back of him shows a big backpack. And I guess he can hold it as a shield. It looks like in one thing it shows him without the backpack, which I kind of like. If you can see that kind of.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just a car that's turns into a dude. Like that's the problem that I have with the Autobots is that there's just no like there's no d desire for me to buy this under any circumstances. Like if I
Hmm. For me, it would be just the personal attachment to the character,
yeah,
because like I would
exactly.
I wouldn't want him in his car mode. I don't even like cars necessarily, so but yeah, like I said, there's guys I would totally never buy from Autobots, but a couple of these guys, and these guys like they are like if they had a masterpiece figure of this, it's kind of made in that style.
Hmm.
This is like a budget line masterpiece for some of these figures, even
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So
No,
it's
I
it.
get the draw to it. I get why people would want this. I mean, it's the same line as the Starscream one. So I mean, like, they're really like I don't want to say screen accurate, but
Mhm,
they're like an updated
mhm.
screen accurate figure. So it's like it feels like something that is a high quality item, but it's still like, it's personal taste. It's just meh.
Yeah,
But
and you're not trying to collect Autobots and
no.
But yeah, I could see like because I know there is people like Autobots even more than Decepticons, which is hard for me to get. So I get it. And yeah, he does have like I think the first episode or one of the ones first few episodes they ever appeared in, he had that huge big gun. So that's kind of cool that
Yeah,
they threw that in.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I do understand it, but you know,
Hmm.
it's just I can't
Yeah.
throw money at both
No,
factions,
no, but
unfortunately.
overall, I do really like it. Like in a way, like the feet are always kind of weird on these guys, but the little head sculpt is really nice. It reminds me of the old show, and yeah, I
Oh
even like
yeah,
the
yeah.
red on it. He pops really well. Like it's for an Autobot figure. There's not very many I get excited for, and for some reason, I always liked Cliffjumper in the show, and he was
Mm-hmm.
just a funny guy. He always had good lines, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they're doing a good job on these figures overall, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's
It.
money that I will spend, as long as they start, putting
Mhm,
out things that I'll buy them like when they
totally.
come out, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I feel the same. But yeah, I'm excited to see what more figures come out. I guess that kind of wraps it up for the Transformer talk. Well, not the Transformer talk necessarily, but most of it for the toys at least. And there wasn't a lot of news breaking lately anyways, but in the next podcast, as per usual, we'll get back into some more figures and jump around with some topics. But yeah, that was pretty good, I think, yeah.
Yep.